Welcome to Sacramento State Stadium. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. It's the North Dakota State Bison and the Sacramento State Hornets. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
North Dakota State's head coach told me before the game he has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. On the run, it's Scott. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it back to him. Drag down.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Fires to the right, and they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They boot it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And they'll stop him right there on the return. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Curtis. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
Man, these in-breaking routes are so hard from these slot guys because you're so worried about them flying up the field vertically. Nice job sitting down, breaking in, finding a little hole, making a catch.
Play action on 1st down. Move to his right. Safe little shovel pass. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Push is ahead. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Straight ahead, it's Curtis. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Takes the handoff. It's Curtis. Past the 30. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Sacramento State. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
And he added the extra point. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They get him on the ground, but boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Hayes. He's got an open man. Bulldozes his way through. And he's still running after the move. Runs through a man, and he might have space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, Dave.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Running inside, it's Curtis. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Cuts it upfield. It's Curtis. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Left side is Coleman Williams. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. The run inside. It's Collins. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. 3rd and 3. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires quickly. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Out wide right, it's Williams. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? This time they'll throw it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Look out! Back's got it. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sacramento State. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a methodical 17-play drive for the touchdown. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Finds his man. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
Here we go. Ready. Go. From the gun, it's Scott. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Hayes. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Collins. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. Here's a little room there. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, North Dakota State! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the 2nd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quarterback changing the play. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Makes the catch, it's Curtis. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that will try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires downfield. Right side, it's Coleman. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Got an alley. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Scanning the field, it's Hayes. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Sells the run, looking to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Rush right in his face. Unloads in the nick of time.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up 3rd down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give to the lone running back. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with a look at LSU taking on the number 7 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Tigers coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. It's working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw one first. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Hits inside. It's Mitchell. Hard running there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to throw, it's Hayes. Misses receiver there, it's incomplete.
You know, when you talk to quarterback coaches, they oftentimes say, my goal for my guy is to complete 65 to 70% of his throws. That has not been the case for this guy. He is under 33% throwing in this game. That's the reason, guys, why they're losing.
That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 35. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And this offense chooses aggressiveness, man. 3rd down and short, a lot of people think run, be physical. I got 4 downs. They say, no, bro. I know your defense is going to be aggressive. I might get a look I want to get. They got the look. Throw the bomb down the field and make the big play.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Drops back on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Collins. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, North Dakota State. A great catch and run for 6. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
And he's going to come up just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Not a lot of room to field this one. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Out wide right, it's Danzy. Touchdown, North Dakota State! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Oh, it's picked off.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Fighting off the defender. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Offense now working in the red zone. Tough run here. It's Mitchell. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Plows his way ahead. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Looking for the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Yeah, I like getting field goals and putting points on the board, but not when it's 4th and short, man. I'm going to trust my unit.
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, that's new. If you want to give the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean, goal line area, maybe. No, you know what? It stunk. It was a bad play call. Don't do it again.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Tight end now in motion. They'll try to run it in. Driven back.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
And now the lead is extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, North Dakota State. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception.
On the defense. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Great place to start for this offense. Quick give. It's Mitchell. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Here comes the offense on second down.
Here we go, ready. Blue 22, blue 20. Ready to go.
Breaks the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. No wasted time as the defense uses the timeout here. 1:54 left to play. Here on third down for this offense. Churns into the pile. Could be an alley. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The offense knocking on the door, first and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with fourth and goal.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Just barely got rid of it.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the...
Going long. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On fourth. Uh-oh, look out. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Welcome to Road to Glory. I'm Reese Davis, and it's time to kick off your legendary college career. Before you get started, you can customize your experience to your liking in the settings. This is also where you can import team builder teams for both high school and college. If you'd like, you can build out custom conferences so the college football landscape looks the way you want it to. First, you need to choose the starting point for your journey. Are you a five-star recruit carrying the pressure to live up to big expectations? Or are you an underdog fighting to make a name for yourself? Next, it's time to pick your position. We've added 3 new positions this year: tight end, edge, and safety. So you have more ways to play the way you want. Now it's time to customize your player's appearance, their styles, and their gear. Remember that old adage: if you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you play good. Next, you'll set your player's skills on the field. But first, the first step in building your player is setting their physique. As you adjust your height, weight, and body type, the maximum ratings for your attributes will change. Smaller players tend to be quicker and more agile, while bigger players are generally stronger and more physical. Pay close attention here, because your player's physique determines the maximum rating of your attributes and shapes the kind of player you can build. Here, you'll set your max potential by determining how high you can progress each attribute during your career. Your player's archetype and potential physical abilities will be determined based on your allocation of points in these skills. You'll have the chance to raise these attributes further by earning up to 25 cap breakers. These are awarded for accomplishing milestones like winning awards, setting records, or winning championships.
The first down pass towards the receiver is incomplete. Brings up second down.